Setup looks fine. Grip looks good. Ball position's fine. Spine tilt's good. Aim's good. Didn't change anything there. I want to stay really tuned into the two things that you talked about today, which I think is correct. So Terrence and I just spent the last 2 days working on exactly what you're working on. Is maintaining your spine tilt. And then the second thing is how your spine tilt is influenced by the rear trail leg, the rear leg. I'm going to show you Jordan Spieth in a minute and see if she does exactly what you are talking about. Right. So in the first part of the takeaway, we'll talk about sequence of what you do and what's correct. I'm going to watch the very first move. See that first move right there? We want to avoid that move right there like the flag. There is weight shift. And that little movement right there, you're still in your posture. That's as much as you can move. Jordan does the same thing. But I promise you, it's not more than an inch. And once you get to that position, because you've shifted your weight when you do that first move, that's kind of your trigger, right? But you kind of keep moving that way. Okay. And the second thing is what happens is it pulls you out of posture. Not all the time, but sometimes it'll pull you up, right? And then you have to go back down. That's actually not that bad. Your trail hip is up. Your spine didn't move that far back and up, maybe an inch or so. Now let's watch this move. Let's stop it right there. All right, look at this just for a second. So we want just a little less linear lateral movement. Right, now we're going to come down. Not terrible. Right. Right. So what causes the spine to move up coming down? What's the cause of that effect?
Trying to make room for my arms.
Very good. Make you assistant pro. So what should go up? Is it the spine or is it the legs?
Well, it should just, well, I don't know.
It's the legs.
I hadn't thought about that.
If your spine's moving up this way, your hip would have to be moving.
Right.
This way, if my spine stays down, this would have to be. So what happens is there's two things. This is it. We're going to work on not moving off the ball as much so you don't move up and back too far. A little bit of trigger to the. We got to feel like you're doing a stack and tilt. It's not what you're doing, but that's what you need to feel you're doing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really gotten into the stack and tilt, but
It's really just a way to keep your spine angle the same and your hip plane to work correctly. I'm going to show you a drill how to do it. Something that you can do it even in your living room or something that you can watch in a mirror just to see if your movement patterns are good. Terrence stayed here last night. I think what he was doing it very similar to you. This is a compliment to you. But we spent the better part of an hour and a half working in front of a mirror with sticks in your belt and sticks on your shoulder to actually watch what am I doing and what am I feeling. Today he did it best I've ever seen. I mean, and it was just a motor skill pattern changed by feel. All right. So what do all good players do with their legs when they're coming into impact? They straighten. They straighten up and turn. And it's not terrible, but it's not enough ground forces here coming into impact. I'm going to show you how to work on that too. Okay. That's why you flip the club sometimes. When you flip that club and you see it go over that way and you say, oh, I don't want to do that, and then you flip it open and it goes that way. So flipping and releasing, two different things, right? You know, flipping is this way, right? Releasing it that way. I think sometimes you don't release it because you're scared of this over here. If you're using the ground, it won't happen. I promise you.
well, I think that, but I also think that a lot of times the flip comes from the lateral move forward and then not getting off that left foot, that left side. You don't think so?
I haven't seen that today.
Okay. Well,
maybe in the past.
today.
I would say in the past, you're right. I think your hip position here is really good. I mean, if I showed you Terrence in a similar position, I can turn him around left-handed. It's almost more fun to compare somebody that's normal versus a tour player. Although you will see him on the Champions Tour for sure. All right, so here's him.
See, you about to turn 50?
So very similar post position with the legs. His front leg though is broken more this way. Yours is broken more this way. But the hip plane is very similar. I would say the only thing his left knee's he's really right-handed. His left knee is straightened more, just a little bit. His right arm has probably got a little bit more, just more straight. That's a better way to say it. So that's why he has more height to the circle. Yours has a little bit of slack to it. Let's watch transition. So he's going to now move to the left. Stop it right here, and then we're going to watch you versus him. So you can't tell me you're not off your back foot. Yeah, you're definitely off your back foot. Look at his right knee compared to yours. See how it's forward of the right hip?
Oh, yeah.
What happens in your case is that
rotated.
Yeah, he's going to actually start straightening his lead leg through impact, so it releases his left side harder. Your left side doesn't release as hard; it's almost stopping right now. So you do it more with your arms, and he's doing it more with his turn. Yeah, I mean and the reason is, from a cause and effect standpoint, you lose the stored energy with your hip. I know you're trying to get off that back foot. You're doing it too early.
Right.
You need to do it later.
Right.
That's why you end up using your hands, because your hips stop, which means your torso is going to stop too.
Right.
So you're trying to create your speed with your arms and your hands, and he's doing it more with his legs. Just pull up Jordan. That's what I was going to do. So I'm going to put that on your video real quick. I don't know if I can turn this one. So I want you to watch from here going back. And I know his coach really well what they're working on. I know that's not a great camera angle. I'm gonna put you at the top. I don't want you to think that you can take it back that far.
Right.
Well, don't confuse
that way.
But and this is what we studied. His lead leg is actually pointed in front of that golf ball right now. His right knee is really his left. It's more this more this way. Yours gets more right around. Right, and his spine angle has actually moved slightly forward. I'm doing it right. It's moved slightly this way. Your tendency is to move this way. So when you put that bow tie in your chest and you're doing this, you've got to feel like your head and your spine stays the same when this is moving over there, okay? Instead of moving it over there like this. Yeah. Stack and tilt means you're changing your spine angle because of the rotation of the hip and the chest. So I can't do it like this. The cradle hip must move up and back. I'm going to test you for a second. Okay? See it. I want to make sure you don't have any physical limitations. You can't do it, but I can't imagine that you can. So it's something like that. Do you have any tips? Like this. Plug in your leg. And you're going to cross the arm back up. Getting to your top foot. I'm going to guide your hips first, then I'll help you with it, okay? Like, so you like to trigger back. You kind of move from right to left at your back. Stay right there. I'll move your head in. This is what your hips should feel like the back. Your spine, okay, is going to feel like it's tilt forward without moving linear. Okay? I don't think you get to that position. That's not but you can get there though. Yeah, I don't want that knee to go. I don't want you to move forward. I don't want you to move back. Stay in your spine. You need to practice this every day. It's better to have to hold your head, work on staying in your spine. So here's what happens when you come down from that position. I'm going to show you two different reference points from a halfway down position to you. Like, again, this isn't a great camera angle, but I think you're going to understand what I'm going to say. I hope that you are. You're a smart guy. Watch his legs from this position. He's halfway down, so he's now coming into impact. Watch his legs. Can you tell that they're straightening up?
Yeah, definitely that right one.
Look at the difference, right? Go back a couple of times. Look at how I guarantee you his zipper is facing the target. You're not even, his whole hips are parallel or neutral, 90 degrees to the target.
Yeah, I'm about halfway there.
And you're not there yet.
Yeah.
So his legs are pushing up and back. You can actually see his front foot and look at yours.
Yeah.
It tells you how much more turned he is than you. Mm-hmm. And when your hips quit turning, your torso does too. So you kind of chase it.
Yeah.
So he's turning through it. Yeah. Some of that is your backswing flaw, though. I'm just telling you. I mean, I know that we've worked on this before, but how do I get you to feel to keep your spine more neutral? And what he's saying is exactly right. He's just doing it differently than you are.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the first thing on the backswing. Are we going to be able to get you to get this way versus moving over that?
That picture the shoulders didn't look nearly that angled. So I mean, that's good. That's good to see that in live action.
Yeah.